Good morning, guys. I hope we're all sparkly. I think it's safe to say that most people think they're very good at dealing with stress. They're very good until they're no longer very good at dealing with stress. You can build up a lot of resilience. Training is essential. So when it comes to cardiac arrest, A, B, C, airway, breathing, circulation. Very simple. Always go back to basics in a time of stress. Now, that's not to say that this cardiac arrest is not going to psychologically affect you because you've had resilience training. You understand what you need to do. You just go through the motions. We are, after all, human beings. Now, stress is subjective, not objective. I think it's safe to say that I think I'm pretty good at dealing with stress. Am I? Not really. I'm not really supposed to. You're not really supposed to be good at dealing with stress. Because if we go back to, guess what? Hunter-gatherer, understanding physiology. Here he goes again. He's banging on again. Anabolic, catabolic, sympathetic, parasympathetic. When you've got low testosterone and you have this irritability, that you think, what's that got to do with low testosterone? It's got to do with low testosterone because imagine the catabolic hormones and the neurotransmitters that are keeping you alive, they have to fire. And you've got low testosterone as a result of whatever cause there is. It's that seesaw. That balancing act has been dysregulated. And no matter what you do, you cannot achieve stability. And you are irritable. And that irritability is driving you mad. It's dysregulating your sleep. When do anabolic processes predominate? Yeah, you guessed it. At night time. Catabolic processes predominate when? Yeah, you guessed it, in the daytime. That time when you're getting stressed because you're tired and you can't cope with the nonsense that's going on right now because you're not supposed to. We are supposed to be simple creatures, waking up, going about our business for the day, going to sleep, rinse and repeat. Anabolic, catabolic. The day should be simple. We should be earning our reward by getting food, having a bit of nookie, and then going to sleep. All this other nonsense is, yeah, you guessed it, nonsense. So am I good at dealing with stress? I've been trained to be good at dealing with stress. My innate character has made me pretty good, but I have suffered. I've made bad choices. I continue to make bad choices because, after all, I am human. And our choices, they can be fun sometimes. We are seeking what? We're desperately seeking dopamine. And I'm going to take the path of least resistance when I'm most stressed. Because it's inbuilt in me. I'm making bad choices because I want to be happy. Earn your reward. How many times have I had to tell you guys? Now that hopefully you have a more appreciative opinion of what that reward is and how you should attain it, how are you going to do it? Wake up, exercise, eat right, reduce that stress. How are you going to reduce that stress? Find coping mechanisms. Resolve the problem. If you can't resolve the problem, make sure you set boundaries. Make sure you leave the clinic and go back to nature. Go back to stimulating that parasympathetic nervous system through breath work, doing something that gives you a sense of joy, fulfillment and passion. Because my job, believe it or not, dealing with you hormonally challenged men. As much as I love it, and I really do love it, it is challenging. And it's challenging on a day-to-day basis. They say surround yourself with like-minded people. What was I thinking? Low testosterone, you're moody, you're anxious, you're irritable. High testosterone, you're arseholes. High estrogen, you're emotional. You've got anxiety. That journey to hormone optimization isn't always plain sailing. It isn't simply a matter of balancing your hormones. It's a matter of you taking personal responsibility for the things that are causing you angst. Doc, I don't feel the benefits of TRT. I don't feel like those guys on the group who said, oh, my life has just been transformed. It's your subjective appreciation, not theirs. Don't compare your experience to anybody else's. So what we often do is we break it down. We break it down into the obvious ones that we've banged on about a million times before. Lifestyle, diet, and exercise. Well, how has this last year been? It's likely that you faced a number of challenges, significant life events that you may have had a part in, you may not have had a part in. These life events have been bestowed upon you. My question to you is, how have you coped with these stresses? If the answer is better than pre-TRT, that is a win. Take that win. Enjoy that win. Understand how you achieve that win. That semblance of normality through achieving stable male androgen levels has given you the ability to see it as glass half empty, glass half full, and you've decided glass half full. It is always a matter of perspective. You can still see the glass as half empty. You can still see that mountain as too high to travel. You can still decide to be a wuss. You can decide to be the alpha. You can decide to make the effort to do what? Earn your reward.